How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And like I said in the previous video against the Yankees, we have jumped ahead a whole couple of months. We are in August 7th, and as you see, we ended up losing 2 or 3 against the Yankees, and that's just kind of a trend with this team. Splitting a series, losing a series, winning a series. Maybe we swept Cleveland, it looks like. Or no, we took 3 out of 4 in Cleveland, or against Cleveland. But we're just playing sub 500 baseball right now. Had a really crappy start to July. And as August kind of starts here, we're starting to heat up a little bit, but we're sitting at 54 and 60. And the division is pretty much, well, both the division and the wild card are pretty much out of reach here as we enter the month of August. We are 10 and a half back, I think, at least to the wild card. Here's our draft picks. Donnie Walsh was our first pick. 69 overall, 77 potential. So he's going to sit at the minors, work on his fielding. But he could be a valuable bench bat, or at least a trade piece. Vladimir Coronado is a 55 overall, 18-year-old right fielder, 76 potential. Again, another mediocre draft for me, but I think hopefully, I think I figured out scouting, and so we're gonna give it a nice, another try next year. And then we have Derek Hendricks, 20-year-old, 59 overall, 76 potential. Nothing to, really write home about with him. Just another kind of missed pick. And then finally we have Ryan Ciccone, 60 overall, 73 potential. Again, nothing to really write home about. A lot of speed in this year's draft for us. And then taking a look at the injury list, George Kirby dislocated his shoulder. He was out 2 to 3 months. He will be back in 1 to 2 weeks. And until then, Kyle Tyler has taken over in his spot. Well, first we let Hancock try it out. He didn't do too hot. So we sent him down and called up Kyle Tyler, 71 overall, C potential, 27 years old, has had some experience out of the bullpen, has played a game. Oh no, I guess he started a game. And I mean, it clearly did not go well, as that ERA will show you. So, all in all, just it's been a mediocre year for us. Munoz is back. He's looking good, although he's declining. So that's alarming, but 9 saves for him. So lineup still struggling to really do anything significant. His FIP is at 3, so it's fine. Not great, but fine. And then Walter Ford out in AAA is having a great year, just fixing things up a little bit. Emerson Hancock is in AAA in Tacoma. And in AAA, he's got a 3 ERA in 2 starts. So, just kind of just seeing what works for us, what doesn't here down the stretch. So we are in Los Angeles. Kyle Tyler is starting this game, his second start. He'll probably get one more start before Kirby comes back, if I imagined. But also maybe not. So we're taking on the Angels. And here you guys see Game 1 went the Angels' way, shutting us out 3-0. Game 2, the Bats came alive for a 13-3 final. And, I complained about Angel Stadium last time. We played against NOLA. We're playing against Jose Suarez now. He is making his second start of the season. He's pitched primarily out of the bullpen. So not sure what's going on with the Angels rotation, but anyways, I complained about playing here in Angel Stadium because of the way the sky, just like the batter's eye, just wasn't working for me. However, Brian Hayes is trying to change that with a double to start the ball game, but maybe an afternoon game will be a little bit different. Julio Rodriguez is going to fly out to right field for the second out of the inning. So if we're going to score here to start the ball game, we need to do it now with Ty France. Here's our lineup. Crawford getting the start at second. Terang in his last 10 games, 13 for 40. Can't complain about that. Harry Ford getting the start. Sanchez getting the start as well for some reason. And Joey Gallo is in the 9 spot. So here is Ty France. 273 average, 11 home runs. Looking to drive in a run here against the lefty Suarez. Hit to right field, and that won't do it. So we fail to score here in the first. So here is Kyle Tyler. 0-1 in his one start. ERA not where he wants it. 8 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. So, hoping for better days here against this Angels offense. Ahmed Rosario climbing in 275 average, 784 OPS. Solid leadoff man for the Angels, and he takes a fastball for a strike. Tyler, like I said, 27 years old, has had some major league experience, but not a lot, and he's not a guy that I see as any long-term, like he's nothing to me in terms of like prospects and whatnot, but as a part of our future. But he was able to make a couple of starts for Kirby, or at least a start for Kirby, while he has battled a dislocated shoulder. And that's kind of what he is to me. He's a guy who might come up to make a spot start or two, fill out the bullpen if needed. And he's gonna get Ahmed Rosario to strike out looking. David Fletcher, the second baseman, hits it weakly to J.P. Crawford. And a good play for the second out of the inning. I'm so used to Christian Arroyo being there, but I gave him the night off. Here is the lineup for the Angels. Rosario at short, Fletcher at second, Mike Trout in the lineup. Brandon Belt comes over from the Blue Jays at first, Anthony Rendon at third, Renfroe in right, Stassi behind the plate, Ramon Laureano DHing, and Michael A. Taylor in left field. So Ramon Laureano moves from one West Coast team to another, coming from Oakland. And Oakland, just the fire sale, dumpster fire that it is, continues to kind of give its pitchers, players to whoever for nothing. Mike Trout has a 2-0 count. There's a good pitch from Tyler. A changeup, 2-1. Not expecting a 2-0 changeup, I don't think. Hit hard up the middle, and there's a base hit. You don't expect to get Trout out when you're a 27-year-old C potential 71 overall pitcher. If you were a lefty, maybe I'd want to keep him around, but he's nothing special. Brandon Belt takes a strike. Hit high and deep to center. Julio Rodriguez is looking up at the wall and watches that one sail out of here. Brandon Belt continues to torment us. First as a Blue Jay, now as an Angel. Home run number 21 for the first baseman. And the Angels take a 2-0 lead. So not ideal, as Rendon takes a slider outside. Tyler throws a fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. So gonna be throwing those pitches low in the zone, hoping to get some ground balls and some swings and misses. Changeup misses low, 2-1. Base hit, and then a home run, still 2 outs. Got him with a slider, 2-2. And that's hit hard to center, but that will die at the warning track. And there we go. Angels take a 2-0 lead thanks to Brandon Belt. On to the second, 2 outs for Sam Haggerty. Hit hard to Rosario. And Haggerty's a guy, you kind of got to figure out What do you see him as? I like that he's a switch hitter. He does really well against lefties. So do I in free agency sign a guy who can platoon like I've been doing with him and Sanchez? Or do I maybe just designate him to a permanent bench bat? He can play anywhere in the outfield. I mean, he's a good, platoon slash bench bat kind of guy. As Mike Trout can't get to that ball from Joey Gallo in the third, but we'll have to see. You know, he's not. I don't think he's worthy of starting every day. He is already 29. I think he's only at a 70, like 3 overall. Already at his potential, if I had to guess. This is probably his peak. So I mean, this is as good as we're probably gonna get, is what I'm trying to say. And a good throw from Trout, but Gallo's able to slide in and avoid the tag, and it's a 2-1 ball game. So J.P. Crawford coming through. He's had a great year. Might get some more starts, down the stretch. But Gallo able to slide in and avoid that tag from Stassi. A good throw from Trout. Let's see if we can capitalize. Still no one out, although Rodriguez is going to swing and miss at that curveball. Ty France now. Hit up the middle to Rosario, flip to Fletcher, on to Brandon Belt, and the double play will end the inning. We got one. That's probably all we're going to get, knowing this team. J.P. Crawford, similar play to the play against Fletcher, but that's a bad throw, and Ty France can't do anything about it. Speaking of David Fletcher, here he is. And he has made 2 weak foul ball contact swings here. He's down 0-2, and a good fastball from Tyler gets him. Now, Tyler doesn't throw very hard. His fastball tops out at 93. I think at the beginning of the ballgame I saw it at 89, but I guess it's good enough to get Mike Trout. And now he's got Brandon Belt with 2 outs, and he's going to hit it hard again. But this one will stay in the yard as Julio Rodriguez is there. So he's had some base runners, but so far he's settled in after that first inning. That's going to be off of him, and Ty France can't take it to the bag himself. Tyler obviously can't get there after being hit with a ground ball. 2-2. France bobbles, and don't really know why Tyler's not going over to cover, but that is the 3rd error today for the Mariners. So, not great defense today. On to the 5th. Tyler out there yet again, looking to go 5, giving up just the 2 runs, but he gives up a 1-out base runner in David Fletcher, and has to face Mike Trout for a 3rd time. Trout struck out his last time up, fouls that off into the Mariners dugout, 0-1. 0-2 is a good slider, gets the inside corner. Got him, strike 3. Trout down on strikes for the 2nd time. And if you're Tyler, that's got to feel pretty good. So Brandon Belt now with 2 outs. Hits it high and deep to right field. Gallo at the warning track, a couple of steps shy, and he makes the catch. So Brandon Belt has hit the ball very far, but the last 2 times have stayed in the yard. To the 6th we go. Julio Rodriguez gets jammed with that fastball, but is able to hit it into left and hit it fairly hard, too. That's crazy. Michael A. Taylor can't make the play, and that is a leadoff base runner for the Mariners. France into left. That's, a better placed pitch here to hit, as that is in the bottom 3rd of the zone. However, another ground ball is going to induce the double play, a 3-6-3. So if we're going to score, it's going to be up to Bryce Terang here. 2 men out. And a good fastball, 6 clean innings of 1-1 ball for Jose Suarez. On to the 7th. And that's going to be popped behind second base. Andrew Wantz on the mound now. 8-9-1. Here's Gallo. Hit hard past David Fletcher, and that will roll into center field, and we have a 1-out base or a 2-out base runner. So we will see Brian Hayes. And Hayes has an 11-game hit streak, and he has had a great game so far. 2 for 3. Fastball high, ball 1. Ripped high and deep to left. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's just foul. Brian Hayes just missed with that cutter inside. And he's now got a 1-1 count, 2-1 as that cutter misses. Ugly swing and a miss. Can't get him around on that fastball like Julio. And he is down 2-2. Slider backs him off the plate a bit. Full count, runner on the move. J.P. Crawford is on deck. Ooh, a good fastball on the outside corner, called strike 3. So we're still down 2-1. We're going to pick things up here in the bottom half of the 8th. Jose Alvarado now on the mound. And he's kind of struggled for us this year. We really had to work with him, as David Fletcher will get the bottom of the 8th started with extra bases. 1 out now for Brandon Belt, left on left, and that's a well-placed fastball. So that's a strikeout. Both pitchers today, all pitchers today, have been able to kind of locate. Ground ball, Crawford won't. The throw won't beat out the runner. Runners at the corners, full count for Hunter Renfroe, and that's going to be a fly ball to Julio Rodriguez. And Alvarado gets out of a scary 8th inning. So to the 9th, Herget on to get the save, and Jesus Sanchez greets him with a base hit into left field. Tying run aboard for Bryce Terang, 0 for 3. But there's a base hit. It goes the other way, and he's 1 for 4. Tying run moves up into scoring position. Sam Haggerty now gonna hit that one to Rosario, and he pulls David Fletcher off the bag. Bases loaded, 1 man out, and a double play. 4-6-3, 2 outs, but the tying run does come across to score. So here's Gallo. Hitters count up the middle. Fletcher misplays it, and that'll allow the run to score. And I pressed a button, I guess, so Gallo tried to advance. I don't know what I did, but it doesn't matter. We get the go-ahead run. It's 3-2, and we give the ball to Andres Munoz. Looking for his 10th save. Tapper, can he help himself out? He sure can. 1 out. Ramon Laureano, former Oakland A, is going to strike out on a good slider from Munoz. 2 outs. And it's up to Michael A. Taylor, 0 for 3, 0 for 4 as the fastball gets him. And we come in and we take this series against the Angels, taking this score with a 9th inning rally with a final victory of 3-2. Munoz gets his 10th save of the year. And Kyle Tyler doesn't get the win, but he pitches well, going 5, giving up just the 2 runs. Each team with 3 errors on the night. Jose Alvarado goes 2-1, and Jimmy Herget blows the save and gets the loss. Jesus Sanchez is your player of the game with a double and a base hit. So, okay, maybe things might turn around, although those 3 errors don't look promising, but we'll have to see. So we're about to get into a little bit of simulating here and some roster moves as I just continue to kind of build up this roster. So here we go. Jesus Sanchez tears a finger ligament in the game, and he's out 1 to 2 months. Brutal. Tanner Curer is back from injury, but we got to find someone to fill out that spot for Sanchez. Now we've got Martin Williamson. Guy can't field, though. I need someone who fields, and I think the best answer is not Cole Young. Cole Young is going to have some more time in AAA, I think. But instead, Leonardo Rivas. So we're going to call up Rivas. And then we got to kind of just, replace the player that we sent to AAA. by sending a couple of guys to Double A. You know the drill, you guys. It's just procedure. It's how it be. As we fill out the rest of these rosters, I don't think we'll do any more minor league spotlights this season. We did one on Walter Ford, or did two as well as Henry Dennis. But I think we'll save that for probably next year. We might, well, I don't know, we might do one. So Sam Haggerty is gonna go in and play left every day. As you see, he is a 20 or 72 overall. But I am gonna put Rivas in against lefties, just give him a chance. Okay, maybe not. Probably put Michael Brantley in. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll take 2 or 3 from the Padres. So there we go, winning some series. Let's go. Taking a look at standings, we are 8 back in the division. So it's or the wild card. So it's kind of a long shot. But if we do well against Houston, who knows? So seeing if I wanted to play any of these games, I didn't. Lose both games and then proceed to get swept. George Kirby is going to be injured for a couple of days, and we're going to activate him. And that's where we're going to pick up next time as far as playing the game. We will be making George Kirby's first start back after dislocating his shoulder, and it will be actually against the Giants. I thought maybe it'd be against the Reds, but it'll end up being against Logan Webb and the Giants. So that's going to be a little intimidating because Logan Webb dominated when the Giants came to town to begin the month of May. That was when we made player lock start with Hancock. So here we go. Let's see if we decide to sim in. I again was like, do I want to play any of these games against the Reds? And I said no. So we take game 1 3-2. I just want to make sure I don't miss Kirby's first start. So he's moved to the bottom of the rotation just to kind of keep our guys' normal rest routines and whatnot in play. So he will be playing against the Giants. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. Oh, I guess I'm just saving it. I like to save, because sometimes the Xbox wants to crash. So Joey Gallo, hip inflamed, I guess. So he is out for an extended period of time, just 2 to 3 weeks, but it's extended enough. We don't have a right fielder. So I thought, okay, Gabriel Gonzalez, no, which I've been missaying his name the entire time. So that's kind of fun. Do I want to bring up Williamson? Not really. But I'm going to, I guess. Oh, no, I'm not, because I had to add him to the 40 man. So we're going to go to our 40 man. We're just going to call up a position player that we can find. It's just 2 to 3 weeks. We can figure things out as we go. And we're going to bring up Colin Moran, minor league all-star, getting some time here in the big league level for the next couple of weeks. And of course, got to make corresponding roster moves and just make sure everything is filled out to the best that I can given the circumstances that we have. So Dylan Moore can play right field, so that's probably what we're going to do. I might let Leonardo Rivas try some time in right, just because he is a switch hitter, but we'll see. That's what I'm going to end up doing. So not an ideal situation in right field at all, but it's just 2 to 3 weeks. It's fine. The season's for the most part lost. Jesus Sanchez will still be out 1 to 2 months. Keep him on that IL, and we take 2 or 3 from Cincinnati. So we're still kind of in it. Not really. It's gonna take a miracle. We're 59 and 65, but Kirby against Logan Webb to start the what do you call it? This series in San Francisco. That'll be next time on the channel. And I decided might as well give Harry Ford a 2-year deal just to get through his renewable years, because I thought it'd be kind of nice to extend him a little bit, but I didn't want to pay him too much just because you never know. So that's kind of where we're at with that, and I will catch you guys next time on the channel. So if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as I post videos as often as I can. And next time we see the return of George Kirby on the channel after injury, as we take one last look at the standings Again, 16.5 out. But the Braves are the best team in baseball. They're the first team to 80 wins. So yeah, all right. Well, that is it for me. They're sitting at 84 wins. Jeez Louise. So like I said, I will catch you guys next time. And if you liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as often as I can. See you guys later for more MLB The Show. Take care.